54-year-old famous rapper Sean Combs remains behind bars in federal jail in Brooklyn, New York. As of now, the trial has been set for May 5th, 2025. The defense, Diddy's team, is who's been fighting for the trial to happen sooner rather than later. We have the impression that the defense wants the trial to happen ASAP to get it over and done with, because the longer it takes, the more time there is for the prosecution to find out more information, more witnesses, more evidence, more victims, more of everything that could lead to more charges. And speaking of more charges, a Texas attorney has spoke out and said that his law firm is planning to take legal action on behalf of 120 victims, 60 male, 60 female, a lot who've been referred to as being just kids as young as 9 years old at the time that the crimes took place. That attorney has said, quote, "I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. This is always the case in situations like this when a celebrity is involved," end quote. Nothing in Sean Combs' charges mention anything specifically referring to minors. I personally would not be shocked if new charges are made against him that specifically point out victims who were children, who were or still are minors. Another lawsuit that is being spoken about comes from an unnamed victim who was 16 years old at that time. He is now a grown man. He is being called John Doe. John Doe claimed that he was essayed by Sean Combs at one of his white parties in 1998, where he spoke to Sean about wanting to become famous. In that conversation, Sean Combs told him that he could make him famous, and it was a normal conversation until Sean Combs told the victim to drop his pants. This is directly from the lawsuit. It says, quote, "Combs abruptly told John Doe that he needed to drop his pants. John Doe, caught completely off guard, confusingly asked Combs to repeat himself. Combs made himself clear. He instructed John Doe to drop his pants and expose his so that Combs could inspect it, explaining that it was a rite of passage and the route to becoming a star, and also as a way to prove himself. Quote, 'Don't you want to break into the business?' said Sean Combs allegedly. Out of fear, anxiety, and the unbalanced power dynamic, John Doe did what he was told, and Sean Combs essayed the victim." Now let's talk about another very important recent lawsuit. The victim, Ashley Parham, filed against Sean Combs, his right-hand woman and chief of staff, Christina Coram, Shane Pierce, 3 John Does, and 1 Jane Doe. John Doe and Jane Doe are used when people are unnamed, by the way. This lawsuit includes a lot of graphic, disturbing details that are hard for anyone to hear. There is literally a trigger warning on top of the lawsuit itself. This happened in March of 2018. Ashley Parham met Shane Pierce at a bar in 2018. While there, Shane FaceTimed Sean Combs, kind of showing off that he was friends with a celebrity. Ashley ignored Sean Combs on FaceTime, stating that she was not impressed by Diddy because she believed that Diddy had something to do with the murder of rapper Tupac. Sean Combs allegedly heard Ashley make that statement, and he made a remark that Ashley would pay for what she said in regards to Tupac. That next month, March 23rd, 2018, Shane invites Ashley over to his home. Shane and Ashley go on a drive because Shane wanted to show her his new car. When they get back to his place in California, Shane leaves the door slightly open. Next thing you know, through that door walks in Sean Combs, Christina Coram, his bodyguard, an unidentified woman, and another man. It's been described that they entered the room in a grand, ready-to-party manner. Their entrance was so loud that the neighbor's dog upstairs started barking. Sean Combs then approached Ashley, who was sitting on the bed. He held a knife to her face and threatened to give her a Glasgow smile. Because of her previous statement about Tupac, a Glasgow smile is like a Joker smile from your mouth to your ears. Christina allegedly told Ashley that they could ship her off anywhere in the world and that she would never see her family or anybody ever again. Shane and Sean Combs then started to undress Ashley. They grabbed a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack and squirted the liquid substance all over Ashley's body. Sean Combs then told Christina to insert what looked like a syringe from sterile packaging into Ashley's lower area. Christina then told Sean Combs that she was unable to use the IUD because it had previously been removed from its packaging. Sean was upset by that. He grabbed it from Christina and tried to insert it into Ashley's lower area himself. Christina and Sean began arguing, and eventually Sean removed the IUD from Ashley and handed it to Christina. Christina and the unidentified woman then left the residence, leaving Ashley alone with Sean Combs, Shane, and the 2 John Does. Sean Combs then grabbed a TV remote and violently inserted it into Ashley. While doing so, he told Ashley that her life was in his hands and that if he wanted to, he could take her and she would never be seen again. Throughout this entire thing, Ashley is screaming and crying. Sean Combs then tells Shane to turn over Ashley and put a pillow over her head because he didn't want to hear her cries or see her face. He then instructed Shane to SA Ashley, and Shane did as he was told. After Shane, Sean Combs Ashley as well, and John Doe 2 did the same. John Doe 1 did the same, but before doing so, he poured more oil all over Ashley and threw himself onto her, using her body as a, quote, slip and slide, knocking the wind out of her. While the other men were doing that to Ashley, Sean Combs was sitting down, laughing, recording the entire thing. He filmed everything and kept repeating that he, quote, owned her now. When they were done, Ashley was left in, quote, an almost lifeless state, and Christina entered the room again to give her an IV. After Ashley took some time to recover, she went outside to the backyard as it was the only way to exit. When Sean Combs noticed her presence, he allegedly claimed that he was surprised that she was able to walk because he had given her enough to take out a horse. Ashley then accused Sean Combs of what he had just done to her, and Sean Combs told her that she could not report this because it was consensual, which obviously it was not. Sean Combs then allegedly called his mother on the phone in an effort to further convince Ashley not to report this, and the lawsuit states that Sean Combs' mother yelled at Ashley not to hurt her son. Ashley began yelling, telling Sean Combs' mother everything that he had just done to her, and his mother was unfazed by the statements. Sean's mother then advised Ashley to take the money that was being offered to her to not report the law enforcement. A neighbor did call the police that night because of the noise. A sheriff did come out and Ashley did report the attack, yet nothing was really done. Ashley and her lawyer have since then asked for a report of the attack, and they were told by the police department that they were unable to give her a copy of her own report because, quote, it is confidential and not subject to public release, end quote, which is the craziest and most upsetting thing I've ever heard. 2 different judges have already denied Sean bail. They are not letting him out before trial, but Sean Combs is trying to appeal his denial bail to a higher court now. We don't know the outcome of that yet. Sean Combs is still maintaining his innocence, his team saying that they have, quote, full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. They say that, quote, in court the truth will prevail, that Mr. Combs has never sexually anyone, adult, minor, man, or woman. Let me know what you think, because this case is driving me insane. It's like it never ends. And it just gets worse and worse, and when you think that it can't get worse, it somehow does. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I just can't. Love you all so much. Massive kiss on the forehead to every single one of you.